Hello and welcome to the Calmcast, a time to feel calm and think clearly. I'm Claire Downham, the Queen of Calm, a transformational life coach. I was a burnt out head teacher who finally made the journey to calm after years of trying, and I want to prevent you from having to do the same. The Calmcast is a series of short explorations, gently guiding you back to your natural state, which is calm and clarity. Just listen like you would listen to music, with an open mind and curiosity. There's nothing else to do. Now let's relax into today's episode. So today's episode is called Calm, which is mildly amusing me because I can't believe, as the Queen of Calm, that I haven't done an episode called Calm yet. That just seems very, very strange that I've completely missed doing an episode called Calm. Anyway, here it is. Here is the episode called Calm. And I think I'd like to start with really how calm is misunderstood completely, really, a lot of the time. Like, it really can look like calm is something to do with being quite still or sitting, like a cross-legged guru on the floor, meditating. Or perhaps we might experience calm when we on a sun lounger on holiday, or even just chilling out in front of the television on an evening. And we might say, well, that's when I feel calm. It's kind of from the outside. And that it has to be associated with kind of very little activity. And it really is so much fun when you start to see that isn't true. So when I say I'm the Queen of Calm, it does not mean that I am very, very chilled out all the time, sitting around, doing not very much. In fact, what I've seen about this state of calm is that it's actually brought me to the most productive, most creative, most kind of out there, putting things out there into the world place that I have ever been in my whole life. Gone are the days when I have to force myself to do things, because from this place of calm, so much is available to us. And we miss it if we think we've got to create that calm by making our world a certain way, or making ourselves a certain way by meditating or trying to control our feelings. So I find that calm is a much misunderstood feeling, really. So what is calm? Well, I think the first thing to know about calm is that actually that's your natural state. I know when you look into the world right now, or when you're in the world right now, and I'm saying calm is a human being's natural state, you're probably looking around you going, what is she talking about? There is not a lot of calm about, and it doesn't seem to be a human being's natural state. And I think that is part of this world we live in now, where it seems to be that we are human doings and not human beings, and life is quite busy. But also it is coming from the noise in our heads. The noise in our heads does not allow us to see that we actually are made of calm, that is our true essence. And when we are calm, what that actually means is that we're not caught up in our conditioned thinking, that we're not caught up in the stories and the shoulds and the other things and the future and the past and everything else that gets caught up in our head. Calm is deeply associated with presence, which is also the place from which you work best. That's also your natural state. So when we're calm, all that's happening really is that I'm not sure about disconnecting being the right word really, but we are not caught up in our conditioned thinking for a time. And we fall naturally into this place of calm. I've spoken before about this calm, wisdom, peace, love, compassion, all being our essence and being like a diamond, i.e., made solid and unbreakable, and your actual core of who you really are. So when we're caught up in our thinking, we can't really connect to that very easily. But of course, when our minds are quieter, we do naturally connect to it. And that's why it kind of comes together, that when you're really focused on something and you're moving forward and you're excited about it, you do naturally fall into a place of calm because you're present with that thing that you're doing, whether that's spending time with your family or building a website. It doesn't really matter. You're connecting to that calm that's inside you because of the presence that you're in, because you're not in your thinking, which generally takes us away from the present moment. So it's just really helpful to know all this stuff. And it's also helpful to know the reverse that's part of the same understanding of how we work. And that is, when you are not calm, you're not working at your best. You just can't be. You just cannot be working at your best when you are not calm. I know that sounds like a challenging thing to say when you're running around like a blue-arsed whatsamajiggy fly. That's the word. When you're running around trying to address all these things and do all these things, and you feel like you're kind of getting things done. But there will have been times when you've noticed that that state of mind does not create the best outcomes for you. And it's times when we lose our temper, get upset with somebody, make a mistake because we're very, very busy on our minds and we're not thinking clearly. You know, why do people have car accidents? Probably a lot of the time because they're stressed and they've got a lot on their mind and they're not connected to their calm and their intuition and their wisdom when they're driving. And so that feeling you're having sometimes when you're not feeling calm is just this amazing system. It's just letting you know that. It's letting you know that you're no longer connected to your well-being. It's letting you know that you're caught up in your busy-mindedness. Now, there are many, many days when I don't see this. I had a really rubbish night's sleep last night. And I think I'm pretty sure it's because I've got a few things on my mind. I've suddenly got quite busy with clients and I'm trying to still do all the things I was doing when it was a bit quieter. And I realised in the night at 2 a.m, special time to be awake, that I just was churning things over that I needed to do. And thinking, and therefore not calm enough even to go to sleep. And maybe you've noticed that too, that when your mind's very busy, you can't concentrate and you certainly can't fall asleep very easily. You might fall asleep easily and wake up in the early hours like me. So what's really helpful about this is, the first thing is to know that that is your natural state, and to know that you're like, you're like a beach ball being held under the water. As soon as we let go, it bobs back up, doesn't it? We're not inclined to let go, though, are we? We're inclined to try and force ourselves back into a space of feeling calmer. But actually, when we let go and when we listen to the signals from our body, it gets easier to let go. When you're not feeling calm, it's telling you you've not got calm thinking. Which kind of thinking do you think's the best to work from? If you realise that the best thinking to work from is calm thinking, then it will make more and more sense to allow yourself to fall back into a space of calm. And to know that that's always available to you. You don't have to go get it from the outside world by meditating or doing anything else. It's always available to you. It's always there. It might make sense sometimes to meditate, but that's not where the calm is coming from. Possibly the meditation helps your mind to slow down enough that you can reconnect to it. So there's a bit about calm. And the other thing to know about calm is that even when you're caught up in, I've had a couple of times the last couple of days where I've really lost my marbles a bit and got upset and angry with my other half. And I when I fell back out of that, it was okay. Some of the calm comes from the fact I know I don't need to do anything about that. I did what I did in the moment. That's okay. May have learned something from it, had an insight, and I might behave better next time, or I might not. But it's okay. It's all okay. All our feelings are okay. And knowing that can help us to be calm when there is a storm going on up here too. So yeah, just notice your beach ballness today, how you feel a little bit stressed, but how you bounce back up again, back into that lovely, natural state of mind, back to who you really are. Thank you so much for listening. There's nothing to do now but bring some awareness to how this is working out in your life. Listen regularly to experience longer and longer periods of calm. This has been the Calmcast with Claire Downham, Queen of Calm. Take care and keep listening.